What it is, welcome back to another Movie Fanatics review video. Today we're going to be getting into The Killer's Game. But you know the drill. Before we even get into the video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe button, and most definitely share. Now, Killer's Game was released by Lionsgate, directed by J.J. Perry. J.J. Perry, as far as past history, this is his second directed movie, only to Day Shift, but second unit directed to a whole bunch of very, very notable movies, where we have Warrior, Fast 9, Blue Beetle, Fate and the Furious, Blood and Bone. But most intriguing is that he started off as a stunt guy, did stunts for the Blade movie, The Rundown, and Mortal Kombat Annihilation, most notably doing the Johnny Cage stunts. Now, Killer's Game at the box office, it 2.5 to 3 million, which I'm not surprised, to be honest with you. When me and my wife were sitting in the theater, there was only me and her and like two other people far across on the opposite end of the theater. So I was expecting this movie to do a whole lot better than it did, as far as considering the fact that it's your typical assassination type of movie where I feel like it would have caught a lot of people's eyes. But getting into the plot for this movie, Assassin Joe Flood, that is played by Dave Bautista. Before we even get into that, a lot of people have been concerned about Dave Bautista's weight loss. I believe this is his first movie after he's lost 70 pounds. In my honest opinion, he looked good in this movie. I believe one of his biggest issues was the fact that in the last movie that he did was a horror movie. Like, he looked extremely big compared to all the other actors and actresses, so he just wanted to blend in a little bit better. But if we're being honest, during the course of this movie, I felt like Dave Bautista, him slimming down the way that he is, it's going to take a little bit of getting used to, considering the fact that I've always been used to him being over 300 pounds. Obviously, my days of going back and watching Dave Bautista have been back towards the WWE days. But yeah, it's just going to take a little bit of getting used to, maybe to like the newer fan to Dave Bautista, whatever roles he decides he wants to get in the near future. This wouldn't stick out as much. But for me, considering the fact that I've watched him for so long, I've noticed it. But in this movie, Joe Flood, played by Dave Bautista, falls in love with this ballerina dancer, Maïs, and he finds out that he's diagnosed with Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease. So Flood puts out this contract with another assassin named Marianne, played by Palm Clemente, who she can't stand Joe Flood at this point. And then right at the last minute, the doctor clarifies it up with Joe Flood, stating that it was a false reading. He's completely healthy, and he tries to cancel the contract, and Marianne basically just like, no, we're not canceling the contract. Like, we are going to die regardless. Which, if we're being honest with each other, the whole reason why he wanted to have the contract out on himself was because of the fact that he wanted to go out like a G. Just to be completely honest with you, like, he didn't want to suffer a long, debilitating, painful death. Like, you have less than a year to live. So who wants to go through that on a day-to-day basis? So why not just go out the way that you came in, as an assassin, kill or be killed at this point. But this movie had some very, very great action scenes, I would say. Had a little bit, it was very, very graphic. I'll say that too as well, where it had a little bit of a Mortal Kombat vibe. Like, we're talking about blood and gore and stuff like that. So fight scenes remind me a little bit of Mortal Kombat. But considering the fact that director J.J. Perry has been on a lot of projects, probably the most notable everybody wants to talk about is John Wick. But as my wife would say, it was a typical cliche movie. Had some funny moments, definitely had some cringy moments. And I'm sorry, I know there's going to be that one person that's going to be like, you said no spoil. You're supposed to say no spoilers at the beginning of the movie. Hey, you get what you get. But if we're being honest with each other, there was this one particular scene that like really, really freaking bothered me, where literally Maïs, that's Joe Flood's girl, well, before they became boyfriend and girlfriend, she ends up losing her phone and literally goes days without even wondering where it is, and then he just delivers it to her like nothing even happened. Like she's like, never, I didn't even know, I didn't even know that I had lost it. Like these days, everybody's attached to their phones, but I'm gonna leave it at that. But what I'm gonna go ahead and rate this movie. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 4 out of 10. Again, typical cliche movie where man falls in love with girl, conflict happens, we find a resolution, we go ahead and move on. But let me know what you guys think. You know what it is. If you enjoyed the content, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. This is the Movie Fanatics. I will see you guys in the next one.